Great. Hello, greetings there. Thank you for joining us. See, okay, make them talk. Thank you for joining us. For tonight's entertainment. All right, yeah, it's gonna be a short video answering questions. Sort of caught up, not entirely. It's still on Monday, sort of, but everything will be answered on Friday. We have a webinar tomorrow, so it's kind of hard to answer after all of that. So, as for connections for today, I did listen to some of what was it? Project Camelot about raptors, the raptor conspiracy. Of course, not all of us have time to go down the rabbit hole of every single detail to see what's uncover the big conspiracy. Who has time for all that? So, doesn't matter. What matters is what you want it to matter, of course. As for the raptors, I don't ever connect it. I don't ever see raptors. I see reptilians. I see archons. I see a lot of that. Anunnaki, but raptors. I don't see that very often, but doesn't mean they're not here. Maybe Pan does a little bit of that here and there. But yeah, no raptors here. Probably are for the conspiracy, of course. Black Magician, I definitely pick up on that for sure. So as for connections, there was going to be one thing. Maybe not. Maybe not. So yeah, world's weird. It's going to continue in that direction. So before we get started, greetings those in the chat room. Cat is hungry. No, cat is not. Cat is possessed. See, I told you. See? Can't you hear that possession? Doesn't he sound possessed? And this is the one that, has his own furniture, has his own table. He's squirting with water. He doesn't seem to bother at all. Doesn't bother him at all. Seems to enjoy it, actually. Sometimes he's quiet for sessions. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes he'll get up here, but not hearing much of that. Just talkative. Anything else? All right. So, all right. Yeah, this is for those that are new. This is ivantor.com. This is private sessions. This is the scheduler. You see what? Yeah, I got because of work. I have to. Well, so my availability is kind of open, kind of closed. Gift cards, easy purchase. There's also Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and channel links by phone. It's also, whatever this is, you can submit a question. And also we have text manuscripts, but you have to purchase one of these because if you don't understand what I'm talking about, if you don't understand English, which I don't understand either, that's what text transcript can definitely help with that. And also we have iPhone and Android app also, and that's just for your convenience. There's no monetary connection for that. It's just help you stay. If you want to be in. Okay, there's not a whole lot there, but eventually there will be one day. But it's just convenience to get to the videos and things of that sort. It's also, see, submit a question, healing. This is Spirit Social. Submit a question, healing, past life regression. Message from Yeshua, channeling, consulting, 5-minute healing. I just had a thought. So anyway, spiritual connections, one question from a day, chakra healing from a day, soul painting from Stephanie, angelic Reiki from Miguel. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's getting windy here. So that's what we got here on the show today. That's thank you for your support. Thank you for spreading, sharing information. Yeah, I connected to some of Carrie Cassidy's stuff a little bit here and there. That's interesting. It's kind of, the whole Raptor thing. I know I'm kind of going back to that. I don't see any Raptors that I see everybody else but Raptors. It's kind of see felines, not just this one, but felines, the aliens, reptilians. They're pretty heavy presence for sure. Let's see if I can get anything. I was going to do a channeling, but what else is there in the universe that has a message? Guess I have to channel them. One moment. Yeah, we are going through a galactic awakening. There are little pieces. Everything is coming into the puzzle. We're putting together the puzzle. Las Vegas is one. There are hidden agendas there, of course. Well, what I'm getting given is, see, the elites of the world have a map, and they see all the events. I mean, as they unfold. What I am getting is, anything? Yeah, sorry. Anything? Do you need anything? Caviar, cat caviar. Yeah, they basically sleep all day, pretty much. Yeah, they find their sleeping stations. I have two of them, two cats, and just like Silverbell, she sleeps on the couch just about like 9 hours or 7 hours maybe. She gets out, roams around a little bit, and then goes back to her couch and sleeps the rest of the night. It's great. I don't think they roam around at night. They sleep all day and sleep all night. There's our cat galactic update. Okay, have a nice day. And they're old too. They're like 12 years old. Boys in people years, or I kind of lost count now, but 11 years old, going to 12. So it's cat years. That means old. So, what, 60, something like that? So yeah, they sleep a lot more. They used to beat the crap out of each other when they were younger. I always thought they were like trying to kill each other, but they're just playing. But they did not seem like that sometimes. So, actually, Zoe used to limp a little bit because Silverball beat his ass. So I was like, why are you walking around limping? Yeah, so she got him pretty good, apparently. That's what it seemed to be. That was a while ago. That was a very long time ago. So I know. Yeah, they're just he's chilling now. Okay. Enough about that. Yeah, what I'm getting is, let's see. Yeah, they're assisting agendas. They all do see as the agendas are unfolding. They do push them ahead. They do. One agenda has many purposes behind it. It also seems like from Las Vegas, they want to. It does seem like they are kind of like clearing out their trail, whatever they did. As for their involvement, there might be no shooters, might be 20 shooters. Who knows? Obviously, I felt an Archon grid around it of disinformation. So who knows anymore? Becoming Daffy Duck doing it, as far as we know anymore. Yeah, it could have been the Easter Bunny. I don't want to say that about the Easter Bunny, but it could have been the Easter Bunny that was doing it at this point in time. But yeah, it does seem like there's a lot of it all has a purpose of confusion. Same with the fires. That has a lot to do with. In California, there's also other fires in I forgot Portugal, which I don't think is getting much attention. There's not much on that. Apparently, I looked it up just for a brief moment and didn't see a whole lot, but there was fires in Portugal that it's not very important, which is kind of interesting. I haven't gone through the news. I'm not going to go into the news, but yeah, there's different agendas. It is all part of the awakening experience. Yeah, it does seem like okay. Well, they're telling me July is when things are going to really start to wrap up. Great. So it does seem like it's going to be possibly quiet for a little while. Like when we go into the holiday season, it's hard to say, but they're not being 100% on anything at this time. They're screwing around. Okay. All right, we're just connected to somebody. I don't feel like dealing with whatever they're doing at this moment. So, okay. All right, blessings, and let's see what the Galactic Universe has to say as for bringing us assistance. Or the angelic world. Or, yeah, whatever it might be. Okay, blessings. Greetings to you. We are galactic time travelers from Sirius. Some of you might see us as Zetas, but we are Sirian Zeta Grays. As our body structure is very similar to theirs. Some of us are quite tall, bluish in color. We are those Zeta Sirian if you want to go into that direction. My name is Montasa. We are bringing assistance to you. As yes, there is many tests coming into your planet, of course, but also as much peacefulness that you are bringing in. Those of you that are connecting to the higher vibrations are continuing to do so to bring in more of a positive world. And yes, there are more aliens on their world now than there ever have been before, meaning that they're more bringing their influence. They've always been here, but their influence is increasing. And some of you might see them in your skies, but not just their ships. We might see visualizations of them looking at you, basically. You might get a visualization of them on their ships. You might see, yes, an alien cloud. Or a visualization of somebody looking down at you. I'll let you connect with that. But at this time, you're going into a new Earth. Many of you are opening this door Your third dimensional human, though, is going to have great difficulties receiving this information, but this will come slowly. But most of you are going to become more powerful in your abilities and your meditations and thought patterns of this new earth, of what it will look like, because you're going to manifest it into this environment. So yes, many earth changes are on the way. Yes, it must be for this to all work. Your earth has to open up for this to happen. So you are gradually, as the earth is changing with weather patterns, will continue to do so. As your third dimensional human will say, oh no, I can't believe this is happening, most of you will stay calm and not have a worry. You might have some, but still an understanding. This understanding will allow healing to come in when these earth events happen. There will not be aliens coming from the side and causing mischief. Far from it, but there'd be much misinformation here and there of what is going on in your planet. Yes, what happens on a daily basis. Yes, that will continue to do so. But that does not matter. As you are bringing in the new earth, yes, many changes are upon you. Basically, culture changes what you're bringing into your environment. Yes, the elites are in operation, but you are also bringing in much light. And some of the elites are panicking, but not entirely. You are allowing this new earth to come in, and you're all having a compromise. You can say you're all having your little. This must go. This must come in. So you're going to have a transformation. Your California is going through it's going to go through so many transformations, as many of the beings are using that as a way of causing difficulties everywhere else. As for food prices to increase, it is used as a laboratory at this time. It is a Illuminati laboratory. It always has been, it always will be. Your Hollywood is there, yes, it is connected to your media, worldwide media. You'll be surprised, even your Hollywood even operates your London newscasts. It has influence there. As your government is governed by other places. Yes, you might have a Washington, but it is governed from other places. So your propaganda energies also are governed from other places. But you might see your news people transforming slightly into reptilian. As your eye begins to become more clear, as the healings come through, you're healing the negativity. Things have not really happened yet. You have not opened your earth yet fully. You are slowly getting used to the changes, as you see with the weather anomalies. And it's a slow process. Nothing's going to, let's see. Around your next year, August, you will see drastic changes. But not major, like earth of drastic changes are among you. One moment. Yes, you do see your Egyptian energies of this planet. Some of you might feel your pyramids lighting up, at least the energy from your pyramids becoming more active. It will still stay in its same shape. You might see other anomalies around it, but your pyramids in your Egypt are going to increase themselves. They already are. But at this time, you're going through a transformation energy field. So in doing so, culture must change with it, out with the old and with the new. That will continue to do so. Yes, as your Hollywood is trying to keep itself relevant, they will see themselves with funding, but also a new ideas will come in, and that is bringing your alien agendas. More of the positivity is coming in. As you see the negativity is being fleshed out, more of the positive will find its way in. Not as propaganda, but as awakening, as understanding as your earth transforms. So some explanation is much needed. Understand it's in preparation. You're all in preparation. Also, your Alaska is going through a transformation also. As many vortexes have opened in those areas where extraterrestrials are everywhere. Not necessarily for being seen, but many of The connections to extraterrestrials are highly there and will continue to do so. Your Antarctica there is always alien energies there, but a lot of it is off. It is for only of the elite extraterrestrials at this time. It is not exactly a place of safety because of reptilian energies. And they're just not easy to get along with anymore these days. They've gotten worse and worse, it seems. But with your Alaska, there's a lot of activity in your skies. Some might be captured, some might not be. Also around your Russia, yes. But once again, not necessarily very busy, but the energies around your Russia is very strong. Why? Because we're allowed to be there. In other places, it's becoming more and more difficult to be an alien these days. Your political structure will stay mostly as it is at the moment, but within is just transforming, but it will take some time for that to be changed. As for North Korea, there is much quietness going on there at this moment. Yes, much loudness of talking, but mostly quietness. And we'll continue to do so. Propaganda is continuing, but we see a quiet time. As those violent energies have been cooled down for some time, and will continue to do so. But there is much manipulation going on as the regimes are being switched out ever so slightly. As a major regime change that will not happen unlikely anytime soon, but it is in the cards. And it can happen at any time, but most likely not soon. But it is in the timelines. Some might see many different timelines come to you, but nothing is for certain at this time. The Earth's consciousness is allowing what needs to be at this moment. That is our message for the moment. Blessings. Another one is here. Blessings. Greetings. We are the Nordics. The tall blondes. Our energies are with you. Yes, you're going to a new awakening, a new earth. Yes, ever so slightly. Materialism is finding its way to leave the environment. You're defining what is materialism. You're defining what is you and what is not you. Many of you have different aspects that are allowing you to connect into your current environment, meaning that many of you are stepping out while another aspect steps in. That's becoming more and more rapid on your planet at this time. That's another way of transforming your Earth, where the third dimensional self of you moves on, and the fourth dimensional self moves in. That is not for all of you. Some of you have already been fourth dimensional, and you're just allowing more of this energy to basically increase. But many of the third dimension are changing. And it happens quite rapidly, and this is also assisting your ascension process, meaning that those that did not understand this all of a sudden now understand it and realize this is very not new, but very normal, but it's not brought into your mainstream from what we can see. Yes, and also your food processing would change over time. It is not time for it yet, but eventually it will, because much of it's causing a low vibrational energy on your planet. that has a lot to do. Yes, there'll be always new technology brought into your environment as it's being gradually brought in by kind of shadow companies, but in a way to evolve your humanity in a way. Yes, AI energies are going to be brought in also. The AI technologies also is going to allow for more advanced technologies to come in. It's kind of hiding the alien, basically. AI is hiding the extraterrestrial presence here. Yes, it's brought into your phones. Oh, how yes, it's very primitive and then becomes more advanced. That will continue, but that is to hide the alien behind it. The Zeta, whoever it might be, it's all there to bring a slow assistance. So how these technologies are brought into your environment is gradually is brought through into your car technologies. What is useful? Your computers will eventually change, become smaller, but more useful, more powerful, still more use. Just become more flat and easy to hold. Your phones eventually become flat and easy to hold. Also, we not see microchips in the brain. That is not being allowed at this time. Some are wanting it, it will not happen from what we can tell. But as for what your advancement in and as for education, though, unfortunately, yes, might have more technologies, but as for what you're being taught, will most likely stay at the previous vibration. That depends on your school systems. That depends on you to change that. That is a culture change. That is much needed. Well, eventually we will find you, yes. But yes, it's a very primitive thinking. Yes, mind control. MK Ultra is all in your current school system. MK Ultra does exist there, yes. Oh, yes, it does. It is even during your elementary years. It's in there also. It's planted. Certain words, certain phrases, with bullies and things of that sort also, they know the key words to use to bully you. A word is put into use. When they say the word, you get very uncomfortable, and then they know how to manipulate you. I know that sounds very out there for some, but most likely not. It's like, why did I let that person bother me? Because some of that had the manipulation was done to you, so that one can implement it on you also. Uh, Realize the beings around you know about your past lives, they know your weaknesses, and they can use that to their advantage. That's not to everyone, but certain individuals that use it. And also those of the wealthy also realize the extraterrestrials know all about you. So they know how to manipulate your vibrations so they can get into your mind. That has mostly to do with those of the wealthy, how you think they get secrets for other companies, etc., and why some companies are growing, why some are failing. Some of that are growing, they're allowing this manipulation to happen to be part of the machine. That's not always the case, but in some cases it is. They're basically selling themselves out to a certain degree, but not always. Your money system will be released from your planet, but first your vibration has to be mostly at a sixth, seventh density vibration. A fifth density is good, but sixth and seventh also. Sixth and seventh will come from your nature. As your culture, yes, has to be the opposite of it is today. More advanced, more loving, free education, free technologies, free everything. And then you will have more of a peaceful earth, of course. You are going in that direction. Yes, but more hard lessons are needed to be learned. I don't have to tell you that. Unfortunately, many hard lessons are in the pipeline, but not for everyone, but only certain groups that need to experience it. Not necessarily also for awakening. Some are having difficulties awakening. They find all of this just a little bit too much for them to handle. But realize it's going to continue no matter what, no matter the belief systems. Either way, those of you that are aware of what's happening will continue to be, your awareness will become, you become more aware, but also more understanding of why society is the way it is and why it's kind of not always in the most pleasant moods. As it is good at, when it does not understand something, it's going to be unpleasant until it starts to understand. But that takes time to bring that environment in. We're only here for a few moments. Listen your love, light, understanding of your universe, your planet. And yes, there is a positive world you can connect to. Many of you are feeling it. A while, yes, your alien friends to come in. Some are wishing to connect to alien energies. Just open some, but they say that, but then they're kind of, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. Well, if you open up your door, you'd be surprised. Because this energy field will increase to everyone when the time is right. We are the Nordics. Love to you. And peace and blessings. Thank you. All right, blessings, everyone. Have a great night.